friend Slim from Jordan knows the Emirates. From there you can see the desert, and on a clear day you can see the city of Al Ain. This is United Arab Emirates. Wow, I didn't know the capital was lying on an island. And there is a picnic area. Let's see if I can take a look at this. I'm Camilla, I make travel and geography related videos, and today we are zooming in on the United Arab Emirates. We are back in Asia, and I'm ready to learn more about the United Arab Emirates. United Arab Emirates. I'm just gonna call it the Emirates from now on. Let's zoom in. The country is a federation consisting of 7 emirates, hence the name United Arab Emirates. The name Arab or Arabian comes from the Hellenistic period. The Greek called the area Arabia or Aravia. The word has several meanings, such as desert, nomad, merchant, and raven. The first recorded use of the word is in Hebrew, in Genesis 1 verse 5, and the meaning is evening. The Emirates lies in Western Asia on the Arabian Peninsula on the Persian Gulf. It borders Oman and Saudi Arabia. Notice this exclave of Oman on the northern tip of the peninsula. There's also this exclave of Oman with an Emirati enclave inside of it. As I said, the Emirates consist of 7 emirates. They are Abu Dhabi, Ayman, Dubai, Fujairah, Ras Al Khaimah, Sharjah, and Al Quwain. Each emirate has a ruler, and one of them serves as the president of the United Arab Emirates. The Emirates is the 114th largest country and number 92 in population. The capital city of the Emirates is Abu Dhabi. The biggest city, however, is Dubai with 3 million people. Another city is Ayman with nearly 500,000 people. And now for the extreme points. The easternmost point lies here, on the Gulf of Oman. The southernmost point lies right here, on the border with Saudi Arabia. The westernmost point lies on this line, the border with Saudi Arabia. The northernmost point can be found here, bordering Oman, on the top of a mountain. Now I'm measuring how regular the shape of the country is. I have the area of the rectangle, the area of the Emirates, and I find that the Emirates fills 43.4% of the rectangle. Now we'll zoom in on the capital, Abu Dhabi. Wow, I didn't know the capital was lying on an island. There's so much water around. Maybe it's reclaimed land. I want to see the coast. Oh look, there aren't actually that many places to choose from right here. I'm gonna go here. I wonder if people go swimming here or if that is just something that people don't do. Okay, where have we ended up? She looks like a tourist. It looks like a historical site. Especially this part here. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. Is this an old boat? Wow, you can just lie under the beach getting some shadow here, overlooking the city. Whoa, those are some tall buildings. Yeah, it looks like a restaurant. They're also overlooking the city. Nice! I see here Mangrove National Park. I'm gonna try and see if I can get a view of that. This is United Arab Emirates. You know, I also imagined just a big desert, but this is not dry at all. Hey! If I saw this, I would have never guessed we were somewhere in the Arabian Peninsula. Okay, I just have to take a look at Dubai as well. I like this palm. Australia. And there is the tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa. Let's see if I can take a look at this. Okay, this is a good sign. There are many people looking at something here, and I think it is not only these fountains. This is crazy tall. This is so tall. I get why they're standing there and looking at it. Okay, now I want to travel here too. Whoa! Lakes and rivers. Like Yemen covered in a previous episode, the Emirates does not have any permanent rivers. The closest the Emirates comes to a river is the Dubai Creek. But it's not a river, it's a saltwater inlet. It does, however, have wadis, dry riverbeds, that fill with water when it rains and then they dry out again. This wadi in Al Quwain is pretty easy to see on the map. It gets water from the highlands and it streams out right here in the Persian Gulf. The Emirates do have lakes, however, like the Lake Sakar. It is man-made, created from wastewater that was released on the land and then pushed the groundwater up. So now it's a lake. And there is a picnic area. Other lakes are the Al Qudra lakes. They are desert wetlands, giving life to vegetation and attracting birds and other animals. I will talk more about these lakes as I found them pretty interesting. Now to the tallest points. The tallest point in the Emirates is called Jebel Jibir at 1,527 meters or 5,009 feet. According to Outdoor UAE, you cannot stand on this point, so I think Google Earth found the wrong mountaintop here. Let's do a random street view. Okay, where should we go? I want to go like right there in the middle of the deserts. Nice. I like the mountains and the vegetation. Ooh, something's happening here. Some ruins. You can see a city lying here. Okay, let's pick one more place. That one. Yes, we're at the coastline again and people have parked their boats. Oh, they're just chilling out. I wonder what the temperature is like on a day like this. I imagine it's really hot there. Opposite side time. Ooh, I like this part. I take my ruler, put it in Abu Dhabi and move 20,000 kilometers and find that this is the point the furthest away. I think this is the most isolated and remote place ever recorded on zooming in on. There's blue everywhere I look. But we aren't that far away from land really. The closest land is Dutchy Island, part of the Pitcairn Islands. Henderson Island of the Pitcairn Islands isn't too far away either. Pitcairn is a British overseas territory. Time for some travel suggestions. When you think about the Emirates, maybe you imagine flat deserts and new cities, and that's true. But I don't think people consider it a hiking country. The Al Hajar Mountains, Stone Mountains in Arabic, is a mountain range in the eastern part of the country. There aren't any official tourist hiking trails there, but there are marked trails. Jebel Hafid is a mountain on the border with Oman and has a good trail if you aren't the most experienced mountain climber. You can really drive close to the summit, but you have to hike to get to the top at 1,240 meters. From there you can see the desert, and on a clear day you can see the city of Al Ain. Al Mamoum Desert Conservation Reserve is the name of the place with the Al Qudra Lakes. It lies in a desert area of Sai Al Salam in the Emirates of Dubai. It has 26 identified species of reptiles and 9 species of mammals, many of which are endangered. The lakes attract flocks of flamingos and over 360 other bird species. So if you like birds, consider coming here. There are camping areas ready for you. My friend Slim from Jordan knows the Emirates. He says it's very modern, expensive, has the tallest, biggest and largest of everything, like the tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa, the largest shopping mall in the world, the longest zip line in the world, on the mountain Jebel Jais. There's indoor skydiving in Dubai and an ice cafe. The Emirates have well-organized tourist attractions, like driving off-road through the desert with a 4x4. So there's plenty of stuff to do there. The United Arab Emirates is a country full of deserts and has spectacular mountains and lakes. These were some geographical facts on the United Arab Emirates. Next up is Ukraine, and we're zooming out. Thank you for watching, guys.